Okay, another cool thing that I like to show is how you can even take different objects. Say circle. I'm going to do a slot this time just because I think it's kind of neat. So I can take this slot. There's a slot shape. And then if you make a line somewhere on your drawing, what that allows you to do is now I've got an axis that I can rotate around. So I can revolve this shape around this axis. It'll go all the way around. So you make different shapes rotate around different things. Again, notice here you can change that. Say I only wanted it to go 180 degrees. Now I've got a side of a cup handle, different things like that. You've only got half of it. You can go 270 degrees. Okay, so you can go, then I can go back to full 360 degrees. Again, and you can do stuff to this as well by, again, making those work planes. Those work planes are how you can get a lot of things done on these shapes. So if I wanted to, let's see, make a, let's go back to text. I'll go back to NWMS. I'm going to make it 0.24. Now I don't like the way that's at, so I'll rotate this around this. Make it stand straight up. Move that text here. That's going to be too large, so I'll double click it, highlight it, make it 0.2. It's going to fit just fine. Finish the sketch. Now I can emboss those letters. I want to do an engrave. Let's just do 0.1 and see where we're at. It wants me to choose the other direction. Notice the arrow. Okay, now that went all the way through, so that's probably a little too far. So I won't make it go 0.1, I'll do 0.05. Alright, that didn't go all the way through. So now, you can even make yourself a bracelet. Or things like that. This would be a solid bracelet with that on there. Like so. You would want to make sure that you knew how big your wrist was. And that is where you would come back here to this revolution, and you'd want to measure and dimension from this line to the inside of the circle, and say your wrist is 1.5 inches wide, the longest part. And actually you wouldn't even do your wrist, you'd want to do the width of your hand as small as you could get it, so that you make your hand really small. See how big that is. You know, if that's 3 inches, then you'd want to go 1.5, because 1.5 would be 3 inches once it's spun around. When I finish here, now all of a sudden my text looks really small, so I'd want to go back to that sketch. I'd want to make it pretty large, maybe 1 inch. Center that back up. Finish the sketch, and there it is. Maybe emboss it a little deeper now. It's a larger object, and there it is. Now I know that would fit my wrist.